going back to where the beach is near, the beer is dear, there's plenty of women out the crack. Walking
here we are in the final second, the whistle is gone, and Sligo Rovers are the champions.
By the riverside, you can watch the tide as it flows.
No, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Very tight and drives it clean out over the fence. Out in there, he's the corner.
In the bookie shop, I don't need...
Yeah. Hello everyone. Ronan, Ross. Welcome to episode... You said it was episode 11?
Episode 11. I had to go and do a check though, because I had no idea.
It's the longest fucking dragged out show ever.
Yeah, well, I suppose we're busy men, aren't we?
Like
Busy, man.
Brexit or something.
We've been for 2 weeks since we've been on. A lot has happened.
Feels like more, yeah.
A lot has happened. Go straight into Tony Mac. He
Yeah.
was talk of the place last week.
He was talking of town, yeah.
It was completely taken out of context. If you looked at the full interview,
I think I listened to most of it earlier in the morning, all right, yeah. I'm not really sure. I'm still not really sure what point he was trying to make.
but I think the article on him now was a little bit.
But
They're
then
just looking for a soundbite, really,
Yeah.
just to get a few clicks.
But then he went on talking about hurling, like. He
No, he
basically
said ultimately hurling was the worst.
Yeah,
He
he
goes,
said-
hold on a second,
yeah.
but really? it was like the Scooby-Doo mask, like. Hurlers, should have known.
he said something about the Rovers first, then he mentioned the rugby club, and then he
He's
said
going to cricket club as well. Don't get me started on them boys in the race course.
the cricket club have been taking a lot of GA players over the years. You know?
Have, yeah.
If we hadn't had a successful cricket club, God knows we'd have 10 Sam Maguires at this stage.
My theory on it is Tony McEntee's from Crossmaglen, right? Football
all
nearly
they do, yeah.
saved their life up there with all the shit, the British Army, helicopters on the pitch, so they don't know nothing else.
It's the
And
reverence.
Football. Then he went down to Mayo, which is probably the same, just without the Brits. and now he's in Sligo, and everyone's into so many different sports.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I know a fella
Like,
down
what the
Dublin.
fuck?
Well, I know a fella down in Dublin, he can't get over like that everyone's into sport down here and everyone's mad for it. But there's so many different things, and that's what I'm just saying. It's probably a bit of a culture shock for him, a bit.
That's just everyone doesn't play Gaelic.
To see it's going on, yeah. So I think he's just a bit shocked, but there was a stupid overreaction, wasn't there? I'm just me defending him because
It's because the results have been bad, so people
Yeah,
are
it's
saying,
easy
you know,
to jump
excuses is what it sounded like, wasn't it?
I would say, look, there's a lot of people I think that are involved in both, like, and
Yeah,
go to both.
you would think so.
you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think, yeah.
But we love all sports, as we said.
Yeah, we do love all
How
sports.
are you doing, Ronan? You were away at the weekend golfing, a golfing tournament.
I was at a golfing tournament, Adrian, yeah. I was. Things didn't go too well now. Cartron surrendered the Ryder Cup, our version of the Ryder Cup, to our comrades from the rest of the world. But I suppose they're picking they're picking from the whole world, and we're picking from an estate in Sligo. But yeah, we surrendered. We were 3-1 up after the 4-ball matches, which is in that event is usually a pretty unassailable lead, but a bit of a late order collapse from. Look, I won my 2 points, so you know.
A 3-day event. Serious.
Well, it was
It's just they're dressed up absolute benders.
two days of golf and then one exceptional day on the beer yesterday.
Brilliant. There's a big collapse, yes, was there?
Well, yeah, look, they came
Did I
back.
hear someone shit the togs?
I don't think it'll be shit to talk now. I'd be more actually a guest of the show. Probably, in fairness, it never happened like this. It came down to the very last singles match, and because we were holders, we needed to win that match to retain it, to make it 6-all, and they obviously need to get 6.5. So Paddy Pearson, ex Sligo rugby manager, all square on the last tee and off against Benny O'Reilly of New York and London Championship fame. Although he told me actually from previous conversation that he has talked out for Sligo as well. Okay. Anyway, Paddy absolutely put this thing 300 yards down the middle of the fairway.
Right.
Benny was a bit further back. Anyway, Paddy made a good par to win the fucking thing. And cue wild celebrations.
You said it took you a while to get over it. You were just
For 2
distraught.
hours, yeah. For 2 hours after, it's surprising. You would think that it wouldn't be that. I did have to save him grace that I won both my matches.
Yeah.
You're reiterating that point again.
Yeah.
But for
No, Dominic said no, a great individual display, but
Yeah,
the team let you down.
the winning.
Have anything to say to your teammates, actually?
No, I don't. Look, we've won it. This is the 9th event. We've won it 6 times. That's our 3rd win.
Is there a cup?
Or we've a replica of the actual Ryder Cup, yeah. Like it's, but like their captain was one Stephen Wedge Painter, and I asked him yesterday. He said it was the best day of his life.
Wow.
He pulled off a big shot. Now he was a 7-1 dog against Billy Brennan in singles and beat him 2-1. So yeah,
Very good.
That was my weekend. Anyway.
Weekend. And Ross, how are you?
I'm good, Adrian. Yeah. How was my weekend? Played in a 12-a-side final against
Is that like,
Oughterard.
let me get my words right here. So you played 12 aside, your third team. You played 12
Our
aside.
Sligo's third team, yeah.
Oughterard.
Played Oughterard's first team.
In a 12
in
aside.
a Connacht J, which is eventually like a Connacht Division 5
I don't mean...
final. It's the lowest of the low.
Yeah,
They should be trying to get more players onto the pitch. Like, you surely want 7.
It was a 10-a-side. It was a 10-a-side
like, is it all...
tournament.
Like, what am I trying to say?
I know what you're trying to say here without saying the word.
Not that
It'll be mixed ability and age.
Yeah, mixed ability. Is it a special, like, or is it an all-inclusivity type game, or is it an actual real?
No, but I think the crack is right. Oughterard are a new team.
Yeah.
So you have to start off at the very bottom, like they get promoted up the league, so they're only new into the newly formed rugby team. Nice. So like that was their first team. They trained together. Like they had like some handy players now. Like they had some dodgy players, but they had some handy fellas as well.
Yeah.
And we had a very, very random team.
But there scrums in tennis.
There's no pushing. So you have 6 forwards. So you have front five with a number 8 flittering out the back like a fish, like. And 6 in the back line then. So
you get into a scrum and just...
Get into the scrum and you just ball gets in. That's unreal. It was a beautiful beauty actually, yeah. But it was a queer out shock to the system for me now. I was huffing and puffing earlier than usual, and I thought I was going to have a stroke, so I came off, and it was something else. It was enjoyable at the end of the day, but it would have been nice if we won. But unfortunately, a ball was dropped going over the line supposedly in the last play. So yeah, but look, that's it. Yeah.
What about you, Adrian?
Just a match Saturday. Just a win, yeah. Just only 2 points on the board now, Ronan.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, I suppose.
But anyways, after, so I'd arranged a bit of food for the lads after. So we got it from my favourite chipper in the whole world now these days. What's it called?
Super fast food.
Super fast food in Clooney. So I rang him Friday evening to order like 18 pizzas and 20 chips and stuff like, and he was,
win or lose, you're getting the big feet.
He was a bit sketchy with it, like this phone call. They rang me 3 times on Saturday to make sure it wasn't someone taking the piss. And then I went in to collect it, and like they were all waiting there.
Yeah,
like,
that's the fucking...
my big man, my friend, my friend.
He's a great lad, the main guy.
Yeah. He's
You
out
just
carrying him out to the
all the
van.
school books for the first term sorted now from that order.
And thank you so much. When is your next game and all this? It's like, well, you might see me myself back in before that.
Yeah. A photo of you behind the bar.
What, did you
shrine.
The pitch?
No, we went to Clare House, and it was good crowd there. Brilliant crowd came.
Good to hear,
So 50 people maybe, and then food and
I'd say the super fast went down well there now.
everyone was very impressed with it. They're wondering, where is this from?
Did you collect the food?
Just
I did.
variety of pizzas. Any chips and dips or just pizzas? Or?
Oh, there's chips and a bit of dip.
And did you have a bit of a secret kebab on the way to Clare House?
I didn't know because
Finder's fee. That one's for me, and it's on the house.
no, because the pizzas in the front of the van, they were stacked up high. Like I was fucking shitting myself. It was like when you're driving your first time driving your baby in the car, like.
Looking in the mirror to see the pizza, the double mirror.
But I ordered 2 chili kebab pizzas just to see. I didn't have anything now, but I'd say someone now with a mix of Guinness and chili kebab pizza, they're going to be a fucking tester on Sunday morning.
Yeah, that would have been great on a Sunday morning, I wouldn't think.
So super food, yeah, get into it, lads. It's
It's a great spot.
top of the pops.
I found a nice kebab joint in Galway actually last
saying
night.
that?
Yeah. Bypass Supermax, huge crowd outside Supermax, usual Galway carry on. And round the corner, literally 50 metres around the corner.
Is it Supermax Air Square now?
Supermax House Square. You know, the usual nonsense does be going on out there. Went around the corner to Eglinton Street. Absolute diamond there. I think it's called Galway Kebab House for anyone that's in Galway. Top of the notch. Yeah.
Keeping an eye on that. So
I
top
had-
notch.
Top notch.
I had my best meal now in a while.
Go on.
Bell and Brava there in Killarney.
Ah, yeah. I haven't been there.
It was class. No, I heard it was good. I went out there kind of not expecting, So you hear people say things are good, but
Pizza.
pizza, yeah, that was class. Like, yeah, you're the husband and wife combo own the business. He's
that's good. Wholesome food.
He's an Argentinian fella, so he does his cooking well now. Supposedly he does a very good steak, which I'm gonna have to tackle the next time. But the pizza was unreal. I can't wait to go back again, to be honest.
Speaking of Killarney, if they're issuing a wee apology.
Oh.
Well, not really an apology. We're laughing about the Alpaca Park.
Yeah. Well, they're renaming the ground.
We'll have to know at this stage.
Yes, without Alpaca Park.
Yeah. So we'll keep. Can you call it Alpaca Park? We'll get a petition.
Well, we could use the ref logo with the. We could put that as our episode image.
Another thing. I found another chef kebab in Athleague in Roscommon. I didn't go into it now. But I nearly crashed the van when I seen it driving by. I was like, what?
Where's Athleague? That's Hurling country, isn't it?
That's in past Roscommon. If you're going the
There
back
must
road,
be-
to be honest. Maybe they're a franchise.
But they are, but they aren't. But like you see a few Robertas around the place, like
Are they a
or
franchise?
Mario's.
franchise?
Yeah, but like they're very similar now. I'd say they just probably have their They're 101
I thought it was before, isn't it? There's
convention.
there is. There's an association of Italian chippers.
Yeah. They have the National Italian Chipper Day, don't they?
Right. Big news. Big announcement.
Go on.
We're going live.
We are going live.
We are going live.
We said
We're
that
not
a few
shy
weeks
talking.
ago.
We do shy talk a lot, but this
I'm that hungover, I forgot what the big announcement was.
We said that a few weeks ago and got good reaction. People thought like we were only going to O'Connor's and doing the podcast there for live.
nothing wrong with going there either. But
No, but they thought of course.
Yeah.
And it's not open yet.
no, I heard whispers now, but no sign.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so Friday, 26th of November,
Yes.
Lola Montez.
Lola Montez.
We're on.
Yeah.
Now, people are asking what it is. It's going to be a panel discussion show, so it'll be. I saw a few different guests and stuff, and a bit of chat, and a bit of audience participation, and good laugh.
Get a couple of our previous guests on.
Yeah.
I'd say we just have the general theme of the show and people can
Yeah.
ask questions.
Q&A will be great, yeah.
Like even food related stuff, I think people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Ref is confirmed. A good friend in Mayo.
Did you say the Mac attack was said to you he was
We've been in
interested?
contact, yeah, I've been in contact now over the last couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
this is the next big attack thing. So Mac Attack has.
Well, Ross, you'd have to line him up, but he's confirmed.
Gonna be on. So
I have to
Are
officially-
we doing that? The town hall segment with
The town hall with him,
Gino
and
debate?
Gino at the end, yeah. So
Yeah.
people can bring their requests.
Get that in.
And see if we can get
So,
it.
And we might have a couple others as well.
We will with a few sporting ones, but the town hall, yeah, with Gino and the Mac Attack, Mike Sherry, TD, that'll be good.
That would be good.
That'll be good. So tickets go on sale tomorrow morning on eventbrite.ie.
Limited to 150 patrons.
Limited, and they're €10 each. They might actually come up at €11 because there's some fee on top of it. I didn't really
Probably
understand.
a 10% or something, 150 or something.
So yeah, they're €10 each, and they are limited, but I think it'll be good crack. I
Yeah,
hope
it's just
so.
it's a nice time of the year too, just easing into the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, for men to go after the beer in November, they're not quite the end of November, but
Will
Start
it
of the festive period,
Yeah.
you know.
Will it be lads only? I wonder.
No, I've had numerous female inquiries about
Yeah?
it. Yeah. I'd say the crowd could be 50-50, you know.
Jesus.
Well, no, it won't, but
70-30, 80-20, as our listenership shows on the...
Exciting.
Yeah, a bit to be done now, but we'll get there.
There's a bit to be done. Yeah, but
well, you set up a ticket site, which I thought was pretty impressive the other day. Now, you know?
yeah, looking forward to that. Right, do we go to correspondence?
We'll go correspondence.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Mr. Burns. I believe you have a letter for me.
Okay, Mr. Burns. What's your first name?
I don't know.
Okay, a few bits in as usual, lads. Look through them. Murty, you said you have the phone there with you. So.
Yeah. Okay. So some of them kind of stem back from just before last weekend, and then there's a few in again today. A lot of referee-related ones, which we'll get to that as well.
Yeah, there's a big talk with referees.
So right, Daniel Lang was in on Thursday with. After Tony's comments, two questions need answering. First one is, what sport do the lads think poses the biggest problem to the other? And the second question is, what is the biggest sport in Sligo? So I suppose, he said, do soccer lose more people to Gaelic or Gaelic, you know?
I don't know, but you see it this time of year, as always, when teams are in club championship, you look at, there's always junior soccer clubs who have like Strand are missing
Loads.
Barrymanny, Niall Murphy, Arna Boyle, I've probably more think off the top of my head, Conor McDonagh, like for us, and then there's other, you know. So
We're not missing, we've known to soccer, it's just Gaelic.
Right.
So that's...
I suppose, yeah.
When it gets
with
to
your
county
season,
level-
though, I suppose you couldn't play rugby and soccer because
No, we've never had someone to soccer, that's what I know of.
Frankie actually used to double up way back in the day, but then
One of a kind.
yeah, that'll be playing.
It goes to county level then. I
Yeah, I don't know if one
think of
causes it.
losing players like John Mann was a good Gaelic player.
Yeah, I'd say a couple. You'd imagine a couple of the players in the Rovers Academy would be good Gaelic players.
Yeah.
The only, I suppose, for in junior soccer terms, we don't get the players till after the championship.
Yeah.
I think you kind of accept that in the fact that they're going to be playing Gaelic until they're knocked out of the Gaelic championship, and that's
Back
it.
to that. So yeah, I suppose soccer's biggest thing is Gaelic, is it really? Or look at Ohana, they always.
They always, yeah. I suppose, but I don't know. There was a team given out there a few weeks ago that they were missing 5 or 6 players, and that's because of Gaelic. But I don't think you're missing 5 or 6 players because of Gaelic. You know at the start of the season.
Yeah.
If
exactly.
you sign that, we have a couple of Gaelic players.
Yeah.
On the basis that you can't, you're going to be you could be 6 weeks. The Strand lads, just say hypothetically, you get to the final, they're going to be missing for a good 2.5 months of a 7-month season. So I don't know.
We usually don't. This year now, a lot more lads seem to go back because there was no sport for ages, so a lot of lads went back playing that wouldn't have played.
Everything, yeah.
So there was a good few lads there, but usually it would be just probably maybe about 5 fellas, but a bit more this year.
I don't think you can answer the other question either. There's no. How do you gauge it? Like the other bit of that.
Oh, the biggest sport in Sligo?
Yeah.
The biggest sport in Sligo was soccer.
In the whole county.
Yeah. Well, definitely in the town, obviously, it's soccer.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. It's hard to.
Who'd be more senior players, soccer or Gaelic? Be Gaelic, surely.
It probably would be Gaelic. Gaelic would have more playing
Adult numbers. Well,
Yeah, 'cause they're junior,
I know
just two
other
second
things,
teams,
and Rovers
third
have the good camps, but if you look at the cool camp in every club
Yeah.
around the year,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Oh, it's outrageous, yeah.
It's
No,
wild.
the work that
Now, some probably use it as a fucking babysitting service for a week. But
which is fair enough too. But no, if you see the work that the GAA does with young kids, now I think soccer clubs are starting to catch up. Like I do, my nieces and nephews would be out Strandway. And you see the stuff that they're doing from 4
Oh,
or
yeah,
5.
they do. Yeah, it's
like,
good. Yeah, on
you
a
know.
Saturday down there. Yeah.
But definitely the work underage that the GAA does is it's.
It's good. Yeah, but look, it is soccer. Yeah, I don't know what the answer. Town, obviously, is soccer. Yeah, but
Yeah, well, certainly when you go out the country, it is Gaelic. Like, there's no soccer. There's only Enniscrone that are playing Gaelic. When you turn right in Ballysair, it's only Enniscrone that are playing soccer. There's 5 Gaelic clubs that way. Do you know?
It's wild.
So,
okay. I don't know if that answered anything.
Geographically, depending where you are geographically.
There, but sure, look.
A lot of effort going into the answers today. Yeah, well, fuck, that'll do, yeah.
Right, Edo, in light of Clare's recent result, do you think Tony Mc Entee is looking over his shoulder at you? You specifically. You and Ended, I suppose, that, but you have to be a duo for that. Yeah. And that's why he did the now famous interview.
Yeah, like I do be like him, like Homer when Flanders was on the thing. Like, Tony. No. Who fucking sent that?
Right, and then
I'm
there's a
going
few...
to I'm going to get to cricket next year, cricket coaching.
Coaching cricket?
Yeah. I have a lot of experience there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I played in the first ever intervarsities, as I've mentioned many a time.
True enough. Right, we're on to today's ones. A lot of refereeing related ones, I suppose. We'll probably talk about it in soccer.
A good one here. We start with this one actually,
Fine, yeah.
because I have actually a good story with it. Show of ponies. With all the recent talk regarding the Sligo Leitrim refs, what are the lads' favourite referee stories from their own sports? I think we kind of had one of this before, maybe last year, but
Kaka, was it? With the referee.
So I think I told it before, but there was a referee. Doesn't he ref? He does underage now. He's actually linesman won the senior games last week at the weekend, I think. But the new, was it a fist pass rule? A new rule came into GAA. This was in 2008. I don't know what rule it was. And he came into our dressing room before the game to explain it to us. And the lads jocked him. When he was talking, everything, shorts and all off, fuck's sake, in the middle of the. That's my favourite referee story.
I remember we were playing as under 18 with some fella reffing, and I don't think it was his first time reffing rugby. He was ref Gaelic like before, and there was a fight, and he came in and like mauled the fella who was getting hit like to the ground, like bear pressed him to the ground, like.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm protecting you, like full on, like just come in and like bear hugged him to the ground, like to protect him, like. And we were all here like, what the fuck is that? I always remember that now. Actually, that was unbelievable. Stephen Keeney was playing in the match. Actually, see if you remember it.
I remember once, ref way back. I was very young at the time, but a ref. He used to ref both Gaelic and soccer. There's a couple of refs that actually do that, but we were playing a soccer match out in. I think it might have been out in Bunanad, maybe Ballymote. But the ref went to throw in, the old hot ball, and when they were threw the fucking thing up in the air and called it a hot ball as well. So actually, yeah, as a follow up to that one, actually, there next one from Shady McGee. How much would it take to get any of you to referee a Sligo Leitrim soccer game?
Never.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it for. Well, I suppose.
No, I do. I would.
charity.
There is a figure there
I
that
definitely would do it for a friend.
I wouldn't. Yeah, no.
Physically wouldn't be able to.
I wouldn't referee a Gaelic match for that matter either, though.
No way. No, it does. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, no way.
Or,
I've reffed rugby before, and
gotta
I'm
respect
very
the rugby.
easily influenced. Like if a team's nice to me, I'm very nice, and to get
I
my shit.
refereed Sligo IT Freshers versus Sligo Miners Challenge game. This is now, Jesus, it's definitely 15, could be 13 years or whatever. But anyways, but some fella, in the minor team said something smart to me, like, and I just lost out with him, like I threatened him nearly or something, like, so I couldn't ref. But I found it very hard as well. I kept running, But I forgot to whistle in my mouth, so I was panting when I was running, like, and the whistles are blowing, and they kept stopping, and they cracked up, and we were like, "God, stop doing that!" Sorry, guys. No,
Stop blowing the whistles.
No, it's thankless, isn't it?
Yeah, and even like, it's just I find it hard to believe that people actually do it. But in fairness, it's a big problem. I think actually in Gaelic and football.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what it's like in rugby, but trying to get referees is a huge problem.
So what was the crack at the weekend? There was matches were postponed or called off because there wasn't.
Yeah, we'll probably
touch that later on.
Yeah.
What else have we got here?
There's a worst ref in junior football question, past or present.
It'd be unfair to
single out people, I suppose. Yeah, it's been a few bad. Look, I think if when we're getting to junior soccer, it's as we just said, it's a terrible job. But they're actually trying to do the three. Like you're trying to be a linesman from.
Well, that's the offside is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, like it's just it really and like. Again, there's not enough officials to have linesmen, and obviously the costs go up. So clubs probably, I know we'd find it hard anyway. But it is so hard to manage. Like it's hard to judge an offside if you're a linesman. And mind if you're a referee standing 20 yards away when a ball quickly goes over the top. Like, I don't know how they judge it. Like it's
they don't really. They just throw the hand up.
You kind of know by the shout sometimes. I think, and then if you get one wrong, you can see when it's wrong. I think by the reaction. But I wouldn't say like look. There's some good refs out there. There's some bad refs out there. But I'd never single anyone out for doing that job.
No, we won't. It's not nice to know.
More for pub talk.
Yeah. That's really it, lads, I think. Was there a few questions last week that came in, or no, they were done?
Where were we?
That's ages ago. Where were we? I think we will have to get back into a more routine, though.
We will, yeah. We were back. We were going to do one of this last week, and we didn't for some reason.
We all got busy then.
We all got busy. We did. Oh, I forgot it again.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's it.
There was actually, I think there was a couple of questions we might have missed at the last one.
I think we definitely did, did we?
There was, when did we last record?
The Wednesday, 2 weeks ago. So it would have been 3 weeks coming this Wednesday. I'm talking, I'm muttering to it.
Oh, yes, we're on a podcast. Sorry, there was one here. I don't think Mark Wanton in a question. Just
Spit it out, come on, get on with it.
Sorry, yeah, I'm holding up the whole show here. Right, with the mention of Tig brute power on the last episode, I can't remember that. Who are the strongest pound-for-pound sports people in recent Sligo history?
I never seen that photo.
Relative to the sport that they play. Yeah, it's on the last show, but it would have been after we recorded.
What's the name? Is it out there again?
With the mention of Tig
Power back playing with us, yeah.
Yeah. All right, yeah. He was calling Tig brute power, which I like. Who are the strongest pound-for-pound sports people in recent Sligo history?
I think Tom Gormley won Killarney's strongest man there a couple of years in a row, so we would put him into the mixer.
Where's the plan? Does that take place in Alpaca Park?
It must do, yeah. That'll be a good crack now, actually. Imagine.
Killarney's strongest man.
That's a good idea for a fundraiser, isn't it?
Wouldn't it be, yeah.
Sean Flannery was a strong man.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
Man, Jesus, yeah.
He's probably got stronger since he stopped playing, though.
Yeah.
I watched, they had a match there for the opening of McSharry.
Yeah.
Like some of his play was unreal now. But himself, like he's just still, his first touching, but he's a big, strong.
He's a big man now, yeah. We played a charity game in the showgrounds there 2 years ago. But me and Bruce were centre back for a team, but they played a 3-man forward strike force against us. It was Flannery, Gino, and fucking Glenn Shannon up top.
It's like a WWE.
Seen them coming.
Good night. How many did they score?
1-1 I finished. I scored best goal I've ever scored. It's in the paper and all with the celebration fucking thing. I was fucking cracker. To equalise and brought up the penalties and they missed the penalty then.
Sorry, it's only a charity match. Rossi, anyone there you can think of pound for pound, I suppose? Tano?
Big Tano now. Well, not Big Tano anymore.
No.
Flying it now.
Strong man though.
Since he left us.
The calves. The big calves on him now. Basketballs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does pound for pound really mean?
Like strength versus size, isn't it? Like.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, it's a question.
I suppose when it goes pound for pound, you're probably thinking of a small guy who.
Pearson's a strong enough man now for.
Pearson's a strong man. Yeah, you want to see when he connects with a golf ball. We're actually saying with Pearson, if he picked up darts next week, I'd say he'd be throwing 180s in about a week.
Wild man,
one of them disgusting humans that's just as good at everything they do. Yeah,
there's a few of them, isn't there?
How do he good at soccer though? Actually,
is Ryan Feely any good at soccer? I wonder.
Don't know.
It doesn't seem to translate rugby and soccer.
No.
Not like
There's
Gaelic
not really.
soccer.
There isn't. There's I don't know what is it. The coordination.
You were a handy soccer player. Ross.
Not even on the PlayStation, I wasn't.
Yeah, that's what it is.
was the time there?
There was a second part to that question.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, go on, Ross.
No, I was just say though. Remember the time with the FIFA, our FIFA team, trading Lukaku.
Jeez, we put in a lot of fucking effort into that. It's not even 3 years ago as well.
What are you about?
Explain
Playing FIFA like career
Oh,
mode.
sorry.
Two of us playing together like, but we got very into it.
Playing a lot.
Game.
A lot.
Clocking up a lot of minutes, yeah.
A lot.
And then I don't know. The challenges that we didn't really understand, and then I did a challenge that you swap your cards. So swapped a heap of our good players. No, you did it as well, yeah.
Lost the whole team.
Lost. I got this like.
I don't get
I got
this cards.
Lukaku as a centre back.
I end up. You do these challenges, but I thought you just make a team that. But I didn't know you had to trade your players away, so I traded their whole fucking team. Harry Kane has scored like 450 goals or something.
To get like a 6-match
No,
Michael Owen.
No, it's Laurent Blanc on loan for 6 games.
I was like, what the fuck? Where are the players gone? We stopped playing it. It was the end of it, wasn't it?
We just couldn't go back to it again after that.
But what is the thing about buying cards? Is that you buying players?
You do
I
these
don't understand.
challenges like that you trade players for certain. Like you might have to have 4.
But
English
are you paying
players.
money for this?
You can do, yeah. We did the odd time, but no, like it's ultimate team. So you pick, you buy players like, and you any player in the world like, and you're playing for us online.
Yeah.
There's a league at the weekend, and that, but
You get rewards. Like you get.
like they've all icon players. So Pele and all the boys are in it, like, and
Right.
and everything. So yeah.
So anyway, just to finish up that question, so he was up. Mark Ryan was also looking for a ranking of taco chips, garlic cheese, curry cheese, or like bacon coleslaw. So I suppose top 3 top chips.
Rank the chips. Curry cheese coleslaw from Happy Eater is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not a huge coleslaw person, but
No,
I enjoy a curry cheese bacon. Yeah, it's not huge.
I like the coleslaw. Jeez, it's really coming down out there.
I hope Marie's back.
Looks like it's clearing up.
Looks like Red Ted.
I'm not a huge taco man, no.
I enjoy a taco now.
Do ya?
I'll say. A good taco, yeah. A good taco. It's hard to get a fresh taco, though, it's the only thing.
No one really eats garlic cheese chip anymore, do they?
No, I used to, Jesus, like whatever about being hungover, if you eat them last thing, good night.
Yeah, they were stink the next day.
Yeah.
No. Ross, you're back. You're kidding me.
Okay, that'll be the end of the correspondence. Say those windows open. It's absolutely pouring rain.
Drop a fucking thunderstorm out there. Anyways, right, I can click it from the balcony. Right, we'll come back with. We'll go G8 first.
Chance here for Jesse Sloan. Can he score? Yes! Sligo!
Okay, quick wrap of the GAA. The group stages are finished in the club championship, so we know the. Sorry, I'm just getting a result there. Yeah, we know who'll be playing each other in the semi-finals and in the relegation. So I'll just go through the results. Will I?
Go for it.
I'm seeing our Killarney's game was postponed to Tour de Strand, so the death in Tour de Strand. But also in Group 2 that day, Druncliffe bet Shamrock Hills by a point, 13 points to 1-9. That sends them through. Injury time point, a draw would have sent Shamrock Hills through.
Jesus.
So it's a big swing there. And then in Group 1, Calry 2-8, Kerry 2-20. Hard luck, Mert.
Yeah, disappointing.
Brian Hines very upset now.
Killara 3-15, Tubbercurry 13 points. So ourselves and Curry are through there. Was he at it, was he?
I don't know if he was at it, but he was definitely at it if you get me.
I do get you. So that leaves it with Killara and Druncliffe in the semi-final and Tour de Strand and Curry. A South Sligo battle royale.
Well, they bring them to the park, well.
Played in Tubber, they should.
Played in Tubber,
Played in? Yeah, they'll both be in the park. Played in Charlestown, yeah. Fair enough. Don't know why, but they'll play. Yeah, they both are in the park, I believe. Then intermediate. That was all on yesterday. Intermediate was. Let me see. Enniscrone 1-9, Malash 2-16. So they topped that group. That's Group 1. And there's a Group 1 score missing, is there? Sorry, lads, this isn't very professional of me. But in Group 2, anyways, Castleconnor 7 points, Bunladen 310, and Easky 112, Ballymote, Round Towers 7 points. So that leaves you with Easky and St. Fernand's.
Derby,
yeah. That should be an Enniscrone.
Play that, yeah. Our
Dunmore and Strand.
Ballina, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm moving them all out of the county.
That'll be a tasty one now. And then it's Malosh and Ballymote. Yeah. That'll be tasty now because there was some with hurling up there with Farnans and Easky a few years ago.
That's right, yeah.
So no love lost there.
No, and they used to pair up when we were younger for like championships and stuff like that.
The Sea Blues.
Who would you have as favourites there in the old intermediate? Queens, I suppose.
Malosh.
Yeah.
My opinion by not by a mile, but
yeah, they'd be the favourites.
I would think they are.
Easky, you've been impressive this year, though.
They have, they're very fun, but I would think Malosh are a senior team.
I call them my dark horse early doors.
Easky,
yeah, for
Sea
the
Blues,
intermediate.
yeah.
Would you expect them to beat Farnans, you would?
I don't know. Farnans are good as well, actually. Sorry, we shouldn't. They could be pinning this to the dressing room wall now.
Yeah. That fella from the Sligo Away podcast.
That bollocks. I don't know. Yeah, look, probably Malosh do an easier semi-final, I would think. But we'll see. Then, yeah, senior then between.
Who do you fancy in that one? In the senior
between looking probably a repeat of last year's final. So it's hard to look past Tour de Strand again, though. So yeah, exciting times the next few weeks.
How's the old Junior B shaping up?
Clara actually played Drumcliff yesterday.
I heard. Jason East was a very tired man last night.
Was he?
Very tired now.
Did they win?
They won, yeah, by a point.
By a point, yeah.
Dramatic enough.
Corey got beaten in the Junior B as well, I think.
Did they?
Right?
They did, yeah.
Hubber, I think, yeah.
Gary Golden said they threw it away now. He thought they had it. And there was a late collapse, Golden said.
Who will play for Colry's junior team? Like?
Gary Golden.
There was also, I have numerous pictures of Gary Golden and Foley's yesterday, early doors. So.
Yeah, he played for us on Saturday. They against Gerard as well, so he played a few codes over the weekend. a man for all the codes.
I know older fellas that come back to Ayr to play. What was he saying?
Sorry, Gary Golden, another great man around town. Another great town.
He's a real man about town, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the Peter Meehan, Gary Golden political ticket. Vote 1 and 2. We'll divvy up
Actually,
the time.
we'll have them on the night of ours. They could be ushers or something.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That day he was telling us he was been collected to go on a boat
Gary.
out to some island.
Never made it back that easy.
Who was tagging him in a St. John's Twitter or something wearing the ref jersey, was it?
Yeah. I think it was
Some bad referee or something, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think they were trying to get him to be a junior soccer ref there at the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looked like he was actually wearing a
He
Gaelic
was
ref.
actually wearing a Gaelic a ref jersey in Foley's. So.
Sorry, I know we were talking about refs earlier, but did they still do the thing in Gaelic where a club has to have a nominated referee? That's a good idea,
Yeah,
actually.
there is. Yeah, every club has a referee. Yeah.
At least one.
Yeah, how many in our club? I think there's 2 in our club now, but one of them's only about 22. In fairness to them.
But there'd be a crazy amount of Gaelic games played.
Oh, there's nuts with all the underage in the week. Yeah. I wouldn't say they're running with a referee. A linesman berated me at the weekend.
I heard, Jay, you were up to antics on the sideline, I heard.
Puffing the chest out again. Were you puffing the chest out, were you?
No, I wasn't. Like,
How could you be puffing the chest out? You winning by 15 points.
Shut up. I wasn't. One of our fellas got injured, like.
Yeah.
And he couldn't play on. I just go down till we get the physio on. He goes, no. You told him go down. There's nothing wrong with him. And then I lost the plot. But
Do they have a technical area in Gaelic? You have to stay within somewhere.
Don't. And they tried. I think they tried a few things. Like I think there is in Crow Park, kind of. I know it's not maybe not marked out, but
you never see them strayed too far from them two positions.
No, there's no one allowed in the pitch now. Like it used to be Mare Fernie or whatever.
The
runner that's gone. Like you're.
Oh, so that's what the water breaks.
I suppose the water breaks are there for that.
There's still persistent with them there.
Yeah. Sure, it's 4 quarters now. The game is. There's nothing. That's it is. Like, it's not even a water break. It's a fucking tactical fucking thing. Like it's. I don't know. I don't really agree with them. But the one thing they've shortened half times with it, and not consciously maybe, but people are less to chat about because you're only 10 minutes. 10 minutes ago you're having a chat. So yeah, I don't know. But if they stop the water breaks, they'll have to bring the Mare Fernie back in. I'd say the runner.
So intermediate, is that same again as senior?
I think they're going to be 2 double headers, so it could be a intermediate semi and a senior semi on the Saturday, and then the same on the Sunday. I believe they're all in the park. I don't know if there are any.
Then how long to the final then?
2 weeks again, I think. I think it's on the bank holiday weekend.
What about Junior A? How's that shaping up?
Yeah, that'll be good. It's Mary's won their thing yesterday, didn't they?
That was the playoff game.
The playoff against Shamrock Hills. So Mary's go and play. They won 2-14 to 10 points, a good win. So they go and play St. Pat's now, who would probably be the favourites, and Omar Gales and St. Michael's will be a good game. That's the other semi-final.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Michael's pulled it out of the fire against the Grange intermediate team there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that'll be a tasty one now. So yeah,
that's a proper derby too.
Omar Gales, Michael's, yeah.
You know,
and Yeah, it'd be good. I suppose we touched on the actually the relegation semis are as well.
This weekend.
Just give you a rundown. I mistake. It's Samalash and Bunanad in the intermediate semi-final. I said Ballymote. Apologise to all the bunnies out there.
And they team up underage now, so you're not that.
They do. It's wild. And then they were playing each other the next night or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the
relegation.
Yeah. Well, the relegation is Tubber versus Killarney, and Colliery versus Giva. Like Colliery were a win in the fucking thing. So it's, the groups are good like that. But
So when's them games?
2 weeks. The same
2 weeks as
weekend
well.
as
Okay.
the semi-finals are on.
One gets relegated, is it?
Yeah, Tubber Killarney will be a tight game. Who'll win that one now? Colliery, Giva. Telling you,
Giva, I've said
they're not going down.
Giva aren't going down.
No.
We've calling it.
You said they had a punch in them, all right? Didn't you?
They'll catch. I just feel they'll catch someone. We'll see.
Let's see.
I'll eat my hat.
We're running out of chances to catch someone now. So
This is it, literally.
pre-season friendly next year.
Fucking told you. But yeah, that's the club. Really, we touched on Tony Mac earlier.
I don't think we've done a podcast since the All Ireland final, have we?
What was our ref calling us there earlier? Show ponies, was it? What was that about?
Don't know what he's up to. I don't know.
Alright, he's still sick about them bottling the final up at the Crow Park.
Do you reckon the bottle it? Yeah.
I didn't bottle. They were just, yeah. Like, I mean, no, of all the ones, usually you feel sympathy from that for an All Ireland final.
Yeah, there was none this
None this time.
But
None.
the sense of fucking entitlement with their supporters in the last few weeks when looking for a public inquiry. Like it's a football, my own football team in Ireland. Looking for a public.
They're nearly a professional team. Like, you're going to come under scrutiny. I would have put a bit of fault on the sideline now. I thought they weren't quick enough to change what they were doing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of questions about James Horn in that. I know ended it does beyond what our ref had.
He had a good go at him. It was good. He was high.
What did I say about Mayo? That's a spicy episode of that. He loves calling me spicy.
Yeah, spicy. Yeah. So he got some grief over there. There'll be civil war up there yet.
Yeah. Which I'd say it's one of them things. It's like the Kerry manager. She can, unless you win an All Ireland, forget about it.
So there'll be no one 69 on the streets of Swinford this year.
Oh, poor old.
It was an image that was in my head far too much that it should have been. I can see the alleyway.
Look, they might win. And the last player at the starting 15 died.
Yeah, but it's a sub left, isn't there? Someone said, but apparently it doesn't matter. It's the sub.
Yeah, but yeah,
R.I.P.
Touched on R.I.P. is right.
I kind of hope they would win one for that fella. You know, just so he didn't die thinking there was a. No, I don't actually mean that sincerely.
I think he lived down in Kerry because I seen a photo of him today with him. He's a fit man for
in '94.
I did actually see a picture. I saw the picture as well. Yeah. Fucking hell. Jesus, you'd be fucking happy out to be like that.
Did you see the photo on Twitter? Your man, do you follow Ryan? No, the Man United didn't up like no.
Not Bashy, no.
No, he's another fella. This fella's loose now, but
Bashy's enough.
Yeah,
Bit of spot of bother these days.
They reckon they found this like a 300-year-old woman in Pakistan, like still alive. Like,
I'd seen that.
I didn't see that.
300, like
just hiding out for the last 174 years.
She must be just bored off her fucking head. Like she couldn't be 300.
No, they reckon. I seen responses to that. People were saying that that's how they aged in that part of Pakistan, which was
bad aging. She was half kind of. Her skin went white or something, and then a turtle.
So that kind of, you know.
Well, that's the GA bit, lads. Yeah, Mc Entee, as I said, I think it's taken out of context a bit, but look,
It'll be used as a shtick against him extra now, won't it?
probably will. Yeah. Sligo, I think they're doing a bit in the gym at the minute, so.
They're meeting in the next couple of weeks now.
I'd say they will. Yeah, I know they're all at the games, so they'll be getting players in.
No, the actual CCC.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's on the.
Sorry, what's that?
The structure. We'll know the structure in the next
Of the format of the
few
championship.
weeks, which is going to be the biggest change in GA history if the.
It seems like there's a swell of support for it now. Certainly, Tony Mc Entee seems to think that's the way it should go.
I think it'll go. Yeah, whatever way. Yeah. Well, it's hard to get the old boys to change ways though.
The provincial councils, like they have so much control that have nothing really then.
Yeah.
Although, as someone said, I don't know what I was listening to the other day, but someone said that, you know, if you're running off your provincial championships there in about March, you know, people won't have seen games.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I heard that as well. I know where that was.
Off the ball as well.
People be fucking definitely hungry for games. But even if you could feed it in that there is some reward that running off a match, but you still can get in a back way into the senior or in the senior
Yeah,
chat or
yeah.
whatever through it.
It seemed like what they were proposing. I don't know if this is actually one of the proposals. Is that it would be like the old 4 divisions, and
Yeah.
4 would go through in Division 1,
Yeah,
2,
yeah, yeah.
2, 1, or something
That's
like
what
that.
used to be in the league. There used
Yeah,
to
in
be
the
top
league.
4 in Division 1, then there was 3 from Division 2. No,
2, 1, 1, I think
maybe
it
it
was.
was 2, 1. Yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
yeah, It was good, like. But yeah, we'll see. That's.
But you could probably feed more teams than that. You know what I mean? Like, you could probably bring it to a last 12.
Yeah.
You know, there's definite room for. They need to rip it up anyway. I think.
It has to, yeah. That's good, lads. Okay, we'll come back. Ross, you have a load of rugby. We'll come back with that.
He's made 5, 6, 7 yards. A great bullock of a man, this fella.
Zinzan Brook. Rugby Ross. How are you?
Oh, I'm not bloody great.
Yeah, since the last time we talked, you had a heartbreaking defeat.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. Like, we just didn't get going, really. I suppose the occasion got to us a little bit. We were down 10-0 at half time. Just kind of every mistake we could have made in the first half, we made it. Like, and we made a few breaks, couldn't finish them off, and just giving away penalties. And you know, we kind of just did a lot of uncharacteristic things and tried to force it a little bit. Corinthians just came there all, for them. They were pretty up for just denying us the trophy. And
They might have another reason to be up for it against you, though.
yeah, they will. They would. What can you say?
Was that the first game since actually?
No, we played them. So we lost them. We lost them.
That's
The
a
last time
pisser.
we played them there as well. Yeah. So they were fired up from it.
But you got in it back in the league.
We got back in the game. We played better in the second half, and like we did play a lot better in the second half, and we got back to. We actually we scored 16 points in the second half, and with 1 minute to go, we got a penalty from probably near the halfway line, close to 15 in, like really, really tough kick. I didn't think we'd get it, it was at the absolute top of Ewan's range, and he nailed it. So I thought that was it. We've done it. We've got out of jail. There was a minute left to go then. They kicked it off to us. We dropped it on from the restart. Then they recycled the ball, went wide with it to a winger. And he was a little short winger, and 2 of our big forwards just went in, and one fella tackled him. Other fella came in, drove him into touch. The referee put up the arm, said it was a high tackle, and then they got a penalty and kicked it over and won the game. But it was a tough one to give. Like, you wouldn't see them giving a lot in the amateur game. Like, you'd see maybe a TMO would call it in, saying that the arm started down and went up around the neck. But look, we weren't good enough on the day. That was
So if you won, you would have won the Connacht League.
would have won the Connacht League.
Who won that? So
Ballina won it.
Oh,
Yeah. So it was their first time in 20 odd years. They won it then as a result of that. So
right.
they were pretty happy. We would have been into a Bateman semi-final as well, which would have been a nice day for the club. Good fundraiser.
Such is life.
Such is life now. Our coaches finally landed
Yes.
into the country through immigration via the thanks of Mark McSharry.
Go on, the Mac attack.
And a boy, Mac, he did that there now. He did that big favour for us before he pulled sticks. So
Go into that actually.
I think Josh is actually going canvassing for him now next year. But
So where's he living?
he is.
No, you don't have to give the home address.
He's in town now. His missus is actually here on the 10th. She's moving over. His missus and his boy.
All right. And is he? He's never been here before, no.
He was here before, actually.
Was he?
He played for Wanderers, actually, who were playing
right.
this weekend. He played for them for a season when he was 21, 22.
This won't be a big culture shock. It's all from him.
No, he knows the crack, knows what it's like. Lived there before, like so. He's here now, another couple of weeks under his belt with the team. So I suppose it's a bit of a cliche, but like if we had won that match, we probably would have thought we were far further along than where we were. But having lost that match now, we've been really critical about some of the things that we haven't been doing well and some of the things that we need to improve on. So, that's the positive to take out of it, that we'll have a few things fixed for Wanderers now. They're coming here this weekend. Heavily fancied Wanderers side is all the talk from every other club I go to, and anyone I talk to that they're a one to watch this year. So it'll be a good benchmark for us to let us know where we're at. Meant to have a massive pack, so we'll see. Looking forward to it now. Teams don't like coming down to Sligo anyways.
So that's the first round of the AIL this weekend, Saturday.
Yeah, first round of the year. So what has
stuff.
happened? Hubert Kilvary made the bench for the Connacht senior team, so that was nice for him. Now after the under-20s not making that, I think he was pretty gutted. But it just goes to show you, sport can come about pretty quickly if you keep the head down, keep working hard. So it was a nice reward for him. And yeah, that's pretty much it from the old rugby review.
Did he get game time?
Didn't get any game time, but it would have been a good experience for him. There's 4 professional scrum halves now in Connacht. Like, so I think that the second and third fella had a few niggles, so he's brought there. But
what's that competition?
it's the URC. It's the new
Champions.
sexy rugby
But it's
competition.
proper now.
It's proper now.
But the
They've
South Africans aren't in it yet, are they?
Pardon?
They're not in it yet, are they?
Who?
They're
No, they
not playing
started.
games for a few weeks.
No, it started. Yeah, started.
No,
last-
but if the South Africans...
yeah, no, South Africans are playing last weekend. Yeah,
Leinster were playing.
Leinster played the Bulls. Yeah, bet the Bulls.
The weekend slipped by me.
But it's randomly enough. Like it's this rock enterprises that run it and own it. It's Jay-Z's sports management company
Right.
are behind it. So like they are bringing the razzmatazz and the kind of the gamemanship to it. Like you can see that even the scoreboards and that are very American sports style. And
So this is serious now. This is the
yeah,
season
yeah,
already starting.
this has
Okay.
started already now. Yeah,
Jay-Z's always been a big rugby man.
Jay-Z, yeah.
He played flanker, I think. For
It was flanker for, I think it was Ballyhonus Rugby Club. I'm not sure. As I said before, not the rugby clubs in Mayo, you'd be surprised. You know, I think it's pure GA mad.
in that little middle town.
Yeah.
So it's actually
Did
random.
Claremorris have one?
I stayed in. Yeah, they do. Yeah, the Claremorris Colts.
Oh.
Yeah. They're actually in the same division, I think, as our Seagulls.
Jesus.
So
The
they're
Ballyhonus
looking for that match,
Bushwhackers.
yeah. Actually, I stayed in Ballina Saturday night and went and watched Ballina Seconds play at Corrib. And there was a few stout men playing for Corrib.
Was there?
It was
Corrib, like,
wild
where's
scenes
Corrib?
altogether.
Galway?
Yeah.
Where's their home pitch?
Rural enough. Like, it's
It's not in the city, is it? Like,
no, it's not. It's outside of it. Remember, me and Heinz were playing before for the Sligo seniors. We were playing against them, and the game finished a draw.
Yeah.
And the referee had to drive off and get his book to see what to do next. Yeah, true story. Yeah, so it went to extra time, and Heinz he actually kicked a winning penalty for the. Yeah, shout out to BH, the Corrib Slayer.
So, yeah, that's the rugby. Well, hello to all our friends in Uachtarard Rugby Club as well, and best wishes
Bastards.
for the season. Okay, football, as we talked about, Mert, we're back. Okay, Mert, it's been a busy time since we've last talked about football here.
Yeah, it's been a lot has gone on actually. Yeah, it seems like ages ago.
Start with the Rovers. Excuse me. It was 3 home games since we were chat.
Yeah, so I suppose that week of started off. I think we actually recorded on Thursday. We played Pats on the Friday. Brilliant win on the Friday. Hugely energised crowd. It was the first time there was
Wasn't it?
50%
Yeah.
capacity. Great atmosphere there. Yeah, whole part of the ground was great. Then they followed up with their home to Dundalk with a 2-1 win at home on the Tuesday. Probably more of a flatter performance that day from memory. In fact, the whole ground was a bit flat. It was a horrible Tuesday night, but
It was rank.
they got the win, and I think I had said here that I would have been happy with 4 or 5 points out of 9. And
6.
yeah, so that was 6. And then you're looking, there was a big game against Shams on Saturday. Like, there wasn't much in the Shams game. Like, Shams were the better team. They were kind of probably a better team by a bit and just looked more clinical. But again, like, the goal they scored, I don't think they had any other really good chances. You know, they had a couple of half chances. Now, your man Gaffney was very good in the second half. But yeah, you were still kind of coming out of them 3 games with 6 points out of 9. Everything's
Yeah,
looking...
you said you would have took 6 before, but when you have the 6 after the first 2,
It's always a bit more, yeah. It's always a bit of a disappointment, yeah. And then, you know, because it's Shams as well, and there was a good crowd.
Did they bring many with them? I didn't see that game.
They sold out. They were given 10% capacity.
200 tickets.
200 tickets, yeah.
Or
So
did they behave themselves?
they did let off a couple of flares, but sure,
Right.
I have no major issue with that. I let one off myself in Galway years ago, so
Jesus.
who am I to judge? It's a video on YouTube, actually. Yeah.
Five flares.
Have I never told this story?
No.
So we went there. This is about 2007 or 8, and
A good year for the
there was
Flair.
a good few. Like there was myself, Barrick, Brian Kenny, loads. There was 5 or 6 of them who went down on the beer in Galway. And there was a good outdoor shop down the Keys in Galway.
Yeah.
So went down. I'm wearing a Rover scarf. Barrick's probably wearing a jersey. Lads are wearing jerseys, whatever. So we went into the shop and I was like, "Can I get 2 flares, please?" And your man just looked at me and he goes, "I'm not supposed to give out flares to people that are going to the football." And I said, "Oh no, yeah, we're going to the football tonight, but we have a boat rented tomorrow. We're heading out fishing." Your man just said, "Make sure you get 2 flares." He's like, "Right." He goes, "What do you want?" I was like, "Anything red, please." And that was how you got a flare. Like,
Both rented out tomorrow.
Oh, all right. Was that in South Park? Remember they get buying the toilet paper? Remember they're going toilet paper in people's house and they're buying the thing and your man's like, the checkout fella's like, toilet paper? Toilet paper? Toilet paper? Ah, toilet paper. And then he was like, what's the chewing gum too? Hey, what are you doing with that chewing gum?
Yeah,
It's an outdoor pursuit
what
shop.
are we talking about? Oh, Rovers.
Would you get a flare and call the Wild? So
I don't know. I've never asked them there actually. I've never looked for one locally. But yeah, Rovers went 1-0 up, and I set off the flare and got kicked out.
Kicked out?
Yeah, your man nearly
And how
arrested
do you
me.
set off a flare? Is it just a screw at the top? Is there something?
It's right now with the power that comes out of it. So you just pull the yoke,
Right.
and it just goes. So I had it up for about 10 seconds.
And gone.
Gone. Your man kicked me out, and the guard goes, "What's your name?" And like, usually you're given a fake name there.
Yeah.
So I gave him my real name, and he goes, "Right." He goes, "If you leave the ground now," he goes, "I won't get you barred from all league barred grounds." I was like, "What?" Yeah, I said, "This is a bit much." So I given him the real name, but he was really good. He goes, "I need to see your ID," and I had no ID on me at the time. And he goes, "Unless you can produce ID now," he goes, "I'm arrested now." He's like, "Oh." Anyway, I had no student card that sufficed anyway. So he thought I was giving a fake name. So he goes, "Whatever." He goes, "Do not come back to this ground." So I just walked up the far side and watched the end from the other side. But yeah, Rovers won 2. That's years ago now.
So yeah, so Shancy at this point, and then I suppose Dundalk.
Yeah. Look, I suppose you haven't mentioned my Ryder Cup exploits. I didn't actually see the game, but just from following the usual Rovers fans that you'd see, and you kind of know from the result anyway. 4-1 away. Buckley and Budge were missing. I think they were missed badly. But it's just, you kind of thought they'd turn the corner, but it's like they want to give this third place away. Like, there was great results again, except for Derry winning. The other results were brilliant for Rovers. Bows drew, I think. And Bows lost, sorry. And even the cup draw, Bows and Pats both got home draws. So, like, you kind of hope that they get to the final, and then you're safe.
One of them will get in because
just need to kind of, like, they have 2 very winnable games at home coming up now with they've Longford at home and Waterford this weekend, and then Longford the week after. So
needs to be 6 points there.
Needs to be 6 points. Needs to be. But if you get them 6 points, you're just edging it. You're nearly, because no team's going to go on a big run. Between Derry and Bows, they're going to drop points. So if you get them 2 wins, you might only be looking at another 3 wins out of the last 6 or 7 games to get you there.
Yeah. Very good. We'll switch to junior soccer.
Junior soccer, yeah. So
the referee crisis.
Yeah, unfortunately,
so no games in Sligo this weekend.
Last weekend, yeah. So we were playing out in Manor the week before. This is the first I had heard about it now. That I think there was an issue. As far as I'm aware, I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but there's been issues at local level between the local branch and I think whoever runs the actual referees with the FAI.
Okay.
I don't know the ins and outs of it. I think obviously if the branch felt that they needed to go on strike.
Is it money or something?
No, it's not money. No, it was kind of, I think it was to do with appointments. Appointments to the bigger games, or not the bigger games, the games that go on showgrounds at Rovers under 19s, I suppose. Okay. Probably. But as far as I'm aware, I think if the branch felt they need to go on strike, they must have felt that was the best course of action. Or not, I don't know if you call it a strike, but they just said...
We march playing night by the big cooling tower. They have the plan, but we have the power.
At least it's the best moment of The Simpsons, that song, I think. But look, obviously, if they, I think if they felt like they needed to strike, they must have felt like they needed to do it. And it's a pity because whatever about junior football, we've obviously had a shit 18 months between.
Yeah, well, that's why it's disappointing, isn't it?
But kids football as well. All kids football was off last week,
Yeah.
So
it's hard to explain that to kids.
I don't know how you would explain it to kids. You haven't played for 18 months there, but now you can't play again. As far as I'm aware, I think there's been a breakthrough. Right. It looks like games are going to go ahead this weekend. I'd hope that's the same for the kids. So
they got their dental plan.
They got their dental plan. Yeah, they got their dental plan. Look, I don't know who's right or wrong in it. I'm not even going to get into it.
Just want to get on the pitch.
Just want to play. It doesn't make any difference to us what happens.
Was it only St. John's who played? Were they the only team away?
St. John's were away, so it was Junior Cup weekend last weekend, but they were away in Dunmore and they lost 2-1 actually, and that was the first round of Junior Cup.
Though I think on Twitter they were on the way.
That's mainly what it's about. And apparently there's a few refereeing issues down there, judging by their Twitter account as well.
All right.
Yeah. So, no, they're doing it. But as far as I'm aware now, it looks like there should be games going ahead this weekend.
And it's cup action again.
It's cup action. Junior cup action again. Do you want me to run through the fixtures here?
Yeah.
At the minute, all these games are, I think, it's only local involved teams at the minute. So all games are at Sunday at 11 as far as I'm aware. So Arrow Harps and MCR. So that's Premier Division against Super League.
Yeah. Thinking about this one for a while as well now. I'm going to go MCR to travel up and win 3-1.
3-1. Sorry, did I call Arrow Harps Premier League during the Super League?
Well, yeah, that changes my story. So.
My bad. That'll be on their locker room when they come to us. Then Cartron United, home to Kilglass Enniscrone.
You're going to put a show on in McSharry, I believe.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, 6-0.
6-0. Interesting. Then Collery Bows at home to Carbery, so that's top of the Premier Division against top of the Super League.
Be a war of attrition out there.
Big old game out there, I'd say,
but Carbery still come through. I know Griffin was playing anyways, so the Gaelic wasn't top of him, but they could get a few more boys back, would they?
They've now 2 weeks to that relegation final.
Oh,
right?
sorry, jeez, I forgot that. 3-0 Carbery.
3-0 Carbery. Then we have Killarney United at home, Premier Division, Killarney United at home to Super League Rail Tubber.
Men against boys there. I'd say that the status of a Super League team coming to Killarney should see Real Tubber over the line at 1-0 to Real Tubber.
Okay, and then so Manor Rangers then are at home to Moore United. I'm not going to lie, I haven't done my research here. Moore United. Sorry, from Roscommon.
Oh, from Roscommon.
Yeah.
Sorry, Moore United. You said Roscommon lads.
Yeah, you know them.
They play in Hubert Darcy Park up there in Roscommon. But it's in the B Park.
It's in the B Park.
The Manor boys be buzzing in the B, so I'll go 2-0.
Yeah, I'd say Manor have a stronger squad now with the Gaelic lads have been knocked out than they had
They were
previously.
knocked out, yeah.
So yeah, that's about it.
That's it, really. So hope to get back in the pitches with. And there's
hopefully back in the pitches. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, so we'll have Junior Cup this week, and we will be back to local league action the week after.
Yep, that's good. Thanks for that, Ronan.
No
we'll
problem.
Just come back with a little bit of a wrap up. Okay, lads. Just the last few bits to wrap up. Reminder about our live show.
Very excited.
Very exciting.
Tickets on sale when?
Tickets on sale tomorrow morning. I'm not sure, is it 9 a.m. or 11 a.m.?
There'll be queues outside. Where does that tickets?
Ticketmaster, the record room.
The place remember the place in Tesco, Star Music, Ticketmaster.
There's something about that bookshop now, isn't
They do,
it?
yeah. I camped out
Well, that's how I
for
see.
Westlife, one thing.
I seen a tent outside there, and I was wondering what it was about, but it's obviously for our show, right?
Homeless person.
On sale tomorrow from Eventbrite. We'll share the link. Online tickets only. That's the only way you can buy tickets.
That's the only way you can get into it, yeah. We can't.
And you're actually putting the guest list down the way it works, so we'll know who's coming.
We'll know who's coming, yeah.
And who won't be coming.
Don't be using fake names.
No. So that's something to look forward to. Ross, our fantasy league is still going strong.
It is, yeah.
Fantasy football league.
For some more than others.
Yes.
Yeah, for some more than others. So some impressive performances there. I'll just read through the from five down to the top. So
you're going from 5 up the way.
5 up the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 5th, the Sticky Bandits, Liam Quinn on 426 points. 4th place, Dyer Another Day, Dominic Story, 432 points.
Wow.
El Celtic Clashio 12, Leonard Gunning, 436.
Impressive.
And we've 2 brothers in the 2nd and 1st position.
Oh.
Matt the Trashers, Matt Mulvaney, 439 points. Bet by his elder brother, Ted Mulvaney, Mulchester United, 458 points at the top of the Sligo Way League.
That's how it stands.
Look at the Ted's team there. He must be doing well in the world, like.
What's his team now? Yeah.
But I'll go into the team quickly and have a look.
What's it? 468 points.
458.
That seems like
It's
a lot.
after 5 weeks, just.
Yeah.
There's only 5 rounds, hasn't there been?
Who's he got here now? Hold on, it's loading up.
Averaging the 90, more than 90, I guess.
Unfortunately, just while this is loading up there, the Sligo Way pod is 2nd from bottom.
Nah, for fuck's sake.
What's a Ted High? Antonio, Lukaku, Rafinha, Gray, Salah, Sarr. Sarr's buzzing actually for the...
2nd from bottom, we
The
are.
Hornets.
Yeah. Alonso, Samido, Alexander.
Who's bottom?
Trent Alexander, Luke Shaw. Who is bottom
Sorry, where's Ted in the world there, Ross?
in the world?
Yeah.
Do I find that?
100,000.
I can't
Should
find
say,
it.
that's okay. Should say it.
Anyways, we'll go down to the bottom end here. Apre, Podolski, Shane Gray.
Bottom.
It's bottom,
Giving up.
79th.
He's giving up. Well, there's a prize for fucking bottom. He's playing the long game.
Sligo
Is
Way
he?
pod is 2nd from bottom, so we're not, we can't count.
We get that cash.
We'll take that price home.
Yeah, we've Eamon McDonough, 258 points, and Barry O'Mahony just sitting above him there, 277.
Is there any good names in it, actually?
Team names, like.
Yeah.
Any good team names?
Nothing vulgar.
Hyung Ming daughter, Colin Feely. Goals allowed, Gary Cawley, yeah. Fiorentina Turner, I like that one. What else we got there now? I just see FC JQ Mains 05 is there as well, 47th. I think that's the best of the good names now.
That's a
really.
good one, yeah. That's a good one.
And there was a bit of controversy in the Cordner Shoes SSL today, Mark.
What happened?
I heard.
I think so, I just was notified that Carl McPadden randomly subbed in Gylfi Sigurdsson this week.
Gylfi's under investigation for sex.
So whatever he thought he was going to bring into, whatever he thought he was
bold
going to
strategy.
And straight from Her Majesty's prison. He's Mendy left back, does he?
Just for the team following.
That's it, yeah. That's our little bit of love to the Sligo Way League boys.
Okay, that's us.
Dunzers.
Yeah, we'll be
Back
back
soon.
soon.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Hopefully before the final or whatever.
No, we'll be back. We'll be back later next Wednesday or something. We'll be for
Yeah.
10 days. So, yeah, we'll be back next
Yeah,
week.
alrighty.
Bye.
Done.
I'm going back to where the beach is near. The beer is dear. There's plenty of women on the crack. Walking
Here we are in the final seconds. The whistle is gone, and Sligo Rovers are the champions.
By the riverside, you can watch the tide as it flows.
No, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Very tight and drive it clean out over the fence. Out in the field, the corner. Jesus,
in the
tell him.
bookie shop, I done.